Welcome to Good Mythical MORE. You want to hear about my tattoo? Well, I'll tell you all about it in this episode. Because you've decided to hang around and hang out with us.
First, we're going to donate $1,000 to the Los Angeles LGBT Center, which provides services for more LGBT people than any other organization in the world, offering programs, services, and global advocacy in areas such as health, social services, education, leadership, and advocacy. Please help us. Well, you know what? We're still doing the...
the 5K's
still
coming
on there,
up.
right?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
that we had to move it last
Team
year.
Mythical team.
Yes, and so Team Mythical is participating in the big 5K. We're trying to raise $10,000, so you can help us do that. Go to lalgbtcenter.org/mythical. Be a part of that. Thank you.
Thank you for being your mythical best. There's been speculation about if I have a tattoo.
Do you have a tattoo?
Where I have a tattoo. It's right here, and I'm gonna tell you the story. I'll show you the whole thing. I'm trying to figure out how much I'm supposed to flex when I show you this
I think
thing.
fully.
But I think it's good.
That's too much. That's too much. Don't make any noise. Just flex. Make it look like you're not flexing. Make it seem like you're not flexing, but flex fully. Like, don't look like you're
It's shaking.
No, don't shake. Just short of a shake.
All right, so this is not my first tattoo. My first tattoo is on my butt cheek, and it says Christy in cursive. Christy is my wife's name.
Oh, you got one of those too?
Yeah, and if you want to watch that happen, well, we did it for a video. You have Jesse's name tattooed on your butt cheek.
Yeah, I thought about...
We made a commercial for
getting your wife's name, but I ended up getting my wife's name.
a tattoo parlor in Austin, Texas, back pre-Commercial Kings days.
Over 10 years ago.
So it's like we made the tattoo commercial, but then to like earn the right to really market, we decided to get tattoos. But it's in a private location, and it was for a private reason. This one is in a semi-private location. You don't see it all the time, but
semi-private.
I mean, it's and it was for private reasons. But
But now you're gonna make it public.
I'm ready to share that with you now. And you've heard some of this story, so just bear with me. Or you can always.
But
hear
I haven't
it
seen
again.
the pictures.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the pictures. So, where to begin? All right, so my oldest kid, Lily, is off at college. She's just experiencing as a freshman, leaving home for the first time. Huge milestone for us. Still getting used to it in a lot of ways. I don't want to get emotional on this thing.
Well,
but
this
could get emotional.
I think we want you to get emotional.
So back for my birthday, Lily gave me a card, and she wrote me this nice note in the card. But at one point in it, she said, "And for your birthday, I want us to get matching tattoos."
Well, that's quite a present.
Now, we had kind of talked about, I knew that she was interested in getting a tattoo, but we hadn't talked about this specifically. But immediately I was like, this is a great idea. I love it. It means a lot to a dad who's, you've invested so much of your life in raising a child, and they're leaving home and going off to college. And at that point in her life, for her to say, I want to have something permanent on my body that connects me with you was just super sweet. And so I didn't even have to think about it. I'd been thinking about getting a tattoo. We've been talking about it.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous because we've been talking about it and you
tattoos?
just went and got one.
And yeah, so it just seemed like obviously the perfect opportunity to kind of get off the dime, because it was just something that, for a few years you just kind of, it comes up in conversation. Yeah, I bet you will. I'll get a tattoo one day. Like, oh yeah, me too, kind of a thing. But and then we started talking about, well, what would it be and where would it be? And we have this inside joke from a young age. I would tell, from Lily's young age.
So she didn't.
I was tell her parents.
So she didn't have a
she didn't have an
tattoo.
idea.
She was just like, let's get matching tattoos, period.
Right. And she had some ideas, and then we were talking to Christy about it and trying to brainstorm. And so ever since Lily was young, especially when we would, in general, I would say to her, sometimes I would just lean over and say, you want me to tell you how special you are? And she would say, yeah. And I would say, you're special.
Oh.
And then every year on Valentine's Day, I'd take her out on a date, and I would write her a card, and I'd always sign the card, you want me to tell you how special you are? You're special. So that was kind of our inside joke that definitely came back every year, if not like on special emotional moments of connection. So I don't remember who said it. I think it was Christy who was like, you should get your special because that's your thing in matching tattoos. And then Lily was like, and it should be in Elvish because we're huge Lord of the Rings fans. We've connected over the extended edition and all of the behind the scenes. I think that's a big reason why she really identified her passion for film and being creative and getting into the field.
Well, and that allows you to not have your special tattooed on you.
Right.
Directly.
So this says your special in Elvish. And see, do I need to?
Now, how do you?
I don't know where to hold myself.
How do you verify
now
that this is?
Or it could just say ahoy, Olympic.
But how do you verify that you've got the proper? Because I remember when we did
I don't know what to do.
the
with
epic
this.
rap battle, Nerd versus Geek, and I looked up that whatever Gandalf says in the song, and I went on some different forums, and like there's people who've like deciphered. I mean, Tolkien like developed this language, and then people.
Well, he's a linguist.
Right, but then sometimes you would like go to Elvish dictionaries, and it would give you different information.
I was nervous about this.
How did you figure this out? I mean, are you now just showing it to people, and people are like, oh, that doesn't say you're special.
Nobody said that. I said, Lily, you're the expert, and you need to be sure about
you
this.
trusted Lily?
And ultimately, that's what it means to us.
Okay.
It's a fake language.
You tell us what
invented
it means.
by a dead guy who wrote some really cool books that were made into some really awesome movies. I'm not going to sweat that. In fact, I didn't think I was going to sweat anything, but turns out I was wrong. We get to we do the consult. We get all excited. Thanks, Ben, for the recommendation to go to Dolorosa Tattoo Studio Company. They call it the Dolorosa.
Yeah.
Michael Mendoza there. Shout out to Michael, who was our tattoo artist. We met with him. We were really excited. We scheduled a date. We came back. He was like, who wants to go first? Lily went first. You can see in this photo. She got the same tattoo, smaller, on her forearm. And then I think
right here?
Well, it'll be clear. I've got video of her when it was done. So you're done. Let me see it.
So hers is a little smaller.
Let me go look at it.
Yeah. It looks amazing, Michael. Thanks, man.
Sick.
Yes, I think that's in a really
you
cool
so
spot for
much.
her, and she's
My pleasure. Cheers.
she's super happy with it, and we were really excited at this point. And it, especially filming helps me detach from what was about to happen. But then they had to clean up.
What do you mean?
Me getting a tattoo.
But what were you? But you've already had a tattoo.
Yeah, but it hurt, and I didn't think I was concerned about it hurting, but I realized that I started to feel a little panicky, and they were changing things over between her and, like, they sanitize and reset everything. So I was like, you know what, Lily, why don't we step outside and, get some fresh air? And then I sat down, and she was like,
Are you okay?
I was kind of, yeah, she was like, are you okay? And I was like, well, I knew I'd eventually be sharing this story. So I was like, why don't you film me and I'll just process what's going on. So, Zach, play the footage that Lily took of me out front.
All right, Dad. How you feeling?
I'm nervous.
You're nervous.
I'm nervous.
Show where you're gonna get it.
Nowhere. I think we're just gonna go get in the car. Right here?
Yeah.
It's not. I'm nervous about actually getting like needles stuck in me repeatedly, even though I have had it done to me before.
It's been a
But
while.
I remember it really hurt when they did it before.
You got it on your butt. That's like the least painful place to get
No,
it.
but really, and it really hurt. I was like, man, that's deep.
Listen, mine didn't. It
And
was
you're
fine.
done, and you're like on top of the world, and I'm over here like, I don't know if I can go through with this.
You're gonna be fine.
You're a weird man.
Well, at that point, I didn't get better, so she started filming again.
You don't need to be nervous. It's fine. It didn't feel.
The reason why I'm nervous is because also it's like it's putting a piece of artwork on my body for the rest of my life. Like I'm gonna be in some sort of like coffin with a withered up elvish script on my inner bicep. But I think this opens the door to like just once if I get other ones, then it's not drawing too much attention to just one. But it just feels like this is an artistic commitment. You know, it's just like it's a big commitment.
Well.
And it's a needle going into your arm like millions of times.
You like shaking?
Let's talk about something else. So,
what is it like to have this person as your father?
But the fact that it was like, there's something that people will see all the time, and I'm committed to a location on my body that is visible, that it's a thing, that then it's a choice, and it's
like having a father who's kind of like a child.
No, it's an artistic choice that is permanent. That means it's like I hope I get this right.
Oh,
like,
and also the way that you were holding your arm up, you were like, this is what you were doing, but as you can see,
it ended up being bigger.
It's bigger than you thought.
Well, he printed out different sizes, and we determined that this made the most sense.
This is better. I think this is a good size for your arm on that location.
What she was filming when it started. I'm only going to wear a tank top for the rest of my life. They gave me that tank top.
I'm about to say,
I did not. I don't own a tank top.
I remember, because I saw this picture and I was like, where did you?
How do you feel?
Now I didn't document every second of you.
Well, you're going to be more entertaining than me. That's why I am documenting.
You're doing this to distract me.
Yeah.
Which I think is probably helpful.
Yeah.
I was pretty scared at this point. But again, because of the artistic commitment, I'm good.
I get that. But you can't.
Well, there's one more where he hits. The needle hasn't gone in yet. That's what we got to get to. How good your eyesight must be.
It's actually pretty bad.
Oh, God, don't tell me that.
From a distance, though, you know? All right, cheers, guys.
Here we go.
Is that when it went in, when your eyebrows went down?
Yeah.
That doesn't look too bad.
It's always nice to be lounging on a trash bag. But yeah, I over the course of it was over an hour.
Did it get better or worse?
I never looked at it. I never looked
pain-wise.
I never looked at what he was doing, and it wasn't that bad. I mean, he did the outline, and then when he went back in and filled it in, that hurt a little more. But it was just like a pinching discomfort that I don't think was that big of a deal. But the main thing was that I talked the entire time. Like
really?
I told Michael our entire life story. He knows everything about you. He knows everything about Christy. Like Lily learned a whole lot about me. It was like a great bonding experience. At the end of it, I was like, dude, I picked you because Ben recommended you. I trust his recommendation. You're an amazing artist. He also said you were a really cool guy, and it really made a difference to have somebody who was sharing this milestone experience between me and my daughter, who could facilitate the conversation or just kind of fade into the background at the right points. You know, it was a special endeavor from start to finish, and you get the wrong artist. And you know how I have all these hopes in my head about how this is gonna be something I will remember for the rest of my life, and it's gonna be an experience. The wrong artist could really screw that up just with the wrong vibe. But I think in general that it's a big part of what they do. And like hearing his story,
they're like therapists.
Talking about how he would tattoo his own legs in order to teach himself how to tattoo, and then he went from all these different places on, I think, Melrose to try to get a job, and he like really believed in his artwork and what he wanted to do with his life, and it was a very mythical conversation.
You can practice on cadavers too. There's some people who donate their bodies to tattoos.
That's horrible. I guess that's cool.
I'm donating my body.
I mean,
to
wouldn't it be
tattoos and to
mushier?
science. I don't know. That seems like something that would
You
happen.
made it up. But I'm very happy with it now, and I'm very happy with the location. He said if you put it here, it also gives you room to do more all around here. And I don't know. Maybe I'll do that.
Well, spoiler alert, I've already had my consult with Michael.
Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah.
Who, by the way, he is an incredible guy.
What's your Elvis going to say?
I'm special. Because I just not doing a matching tattoo.
I'll match one with you over here. I'm special, you're special.
And I'm gonna get it right here. I'm special.
I don't think you're ready to reveal to the people what you're thinking.
It's in development.
Yeah.
It's in development.
And yeah, and you know what? It's your story to tell when you want to tell it. And the same for this one with me. This is something between me and Lily that I didn't want it to immediately turn into content. You know, I wanted it to be something that was special for us. This thing is still healing up, but it's basically there.
It looks done to me.
But yeah, I'm glad to share this story with you. But I was obviously most glad to share the experience with Lily first. So thanks for wading through the pockets of speculation that have been hanging out there.
And real quick, speaking of stories, we're continuing our Sextember series over on Ear Biscuits. We're talking all about sex, and we're bringing in the women that we regularly have sex with, which is our wives,
And-
for this episode.
And those are the only people that we could bring in.
Yeah, right, yeah. Mhm.
I'm just saying. Yeah, and
Thanks for clarifying.
even this conversation is very Ear Biscuits-esque. So if you're into this and you haven't checked out Ear Biscuits, you should do it.
It's a podcast, but it's also a YouTube channel. Ear Biscuits, check it out. To get the Mythical Society onesie, join Third Degree quarterly or annual by September 30th. Visit mythicalsociety.com for details.